Hi, welcome back to KLHS. Hi, welcome to KLHS. I'm here with Mitchell Rader, LHS varsity cheerleader.
Yeah.
So, Mitchell, how are you today?
Great.
Perfect. So let's get right in. How long have you been, in cheer?
7 years.
Oh, so how'd you get involved with that?
I was at a summer camp and we went to a tumbling gym and I liked it a lot, so I signed up.
Oh, fun.
Yeah.
So, do you like cheer? Like, do you enjoy it?
Yeah, sometimes.
So, what do you think are some pros about being in cheer?
You meet a lot of people, you make a lot of friends, and it's something that I genuinely enjoy doing.
Okay, and what do you think are some of the cons about cheering?
It's really stressful. There's a lot of practice. You can get hurt easily. It takes up a lot of time, for sure.
So, speaking about getting hurt, have you ever had any injuries while cheering?
Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, I broke my funny bone one time because I fell and I put my arm down. And I've gotten a couple of concussions, maybe just 2. And then I broke my foot, too, as well. Yeah.
Fine. So, how does your cheering life, how does your cheering life affect your school life?
Well, this year for my freshman year, on a good day, I would get home at around 7-ish, but mostly I get home at 9, so right when I got home, I'd have to shower and eat, and then I'd have to do homework, and I'd be up pretty late.
Oh, so is there anybody that you look up to in cheer?
I look up to my coaches and Lindsay Zaz.
Fine. So, do you cheer for the school or a club?
My freshman year, I did both. I did school and club, I guess you could say, but this year I'm just going to do school.
Oh, so did you do cheering in middle school?
Yeah, I did club and then I also did 8th grade cheer.
Oh, okay. So, since you've been doing it for so long, do you plan to cheer in the future for college or anything?
Yeah, sometimes I want to cheer in college and sometimes I'm fed up with it and I don't want to do it, but I plan to maybe do cheer in college.
And what about careers, like coaches, anything like that?
Probably not.
No. So, what are some of your best qualities when it comes to cheering?
I really enjoy tumbling a lot. I really like tumbling.
And kind of going off the last question, what are some of your worst qualities about cheering? Like something that you would like to fix?
I get nervous a lot, especially when I'm in the air, because I don't want to get dropped, so I overthink, and I sometimes, I just don't do as good in the air as I do when I tumble.
Mm-hmm. So, do you know, how do you get rid of those nerves when you are nervous for, competitions and stuff?
I don't really ever get rid of the nerves. I'm nervous before I go out and I perform. It's just, they never honestly go away. I just go and do what I can do. It's, kind of like muscle memory, but I really never am not nervous.
Do you think that your anxiety before kind of helps you perform and do all the stunts and stuff?
I don't know. Yeah, I guess, pressure, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so how does it feel to be a freshman on the varsity cheer team?
It's pretty cool. I met a lot of pretty great people this year because I was on varsity, but it's also, really stressful at the same time because they won, 7 years in a row state, and it's just, you have a reputation to uphold, of course, so that's stressful.
So is there anybody or anything that helped you transition from middle school to high school?
I think that the 8th grade cheer coaches, granted it was a lot different than varsity, they did a good job training us to be high school cheerleaders.
Okay, so what's some of your goals, with your...
Keep improving. I feel like I'm at a spot where I could, it's good, but it's not the best, and I want to be the best.
Mm-hmm. So, what's your biggest accomplishment when it comes to cheer?
Probably winning state. That was pretty cool. That was pretty cool.
Tell us how did you win state? What'd you do?
We went out there and we did what we knew we could do.
Fun. Okay. So, what's the differences between the middle school cheer and high school cheer?
The difference is you practice a lot more for high school cheer. You do a lot harder things. So like 8th grade, you just did like extensions and you didn't practice as much.
So is there anybody who helped you like transition, like anybody in particular?
Well, I've been with like my club coaches for a long time, and some of them cheered at Liberty High School. So during the tryouts, like last year, I went and I worked with one of my coaches who cheered for Liberty a lot.
Oh, okay. So how did you feel when you first won the state title?
It was great. It was honestly a really good feeling. Like, I don't know, like it's happened 7 years in a row, so you'd think you'd expect it, but like it was just great, like because you're nervous and you put a lot of work into it, and then you end up winning, and it was all worth it.
Oh, that's cool. So how did you prepare for nationals and state?
We practiced a lot. It was really emotional and stressful, but we practiced as much as we possibly could.
So how do you think your cheering life affected your social life?
Like in the summertime, we have to wake up really early. We practice every day, so I didn't really like hang out too late with a lot of friends. And over the weekend, we have competitions. It didn't affect it a whole lot, but it definitely did affect it a little bit.
And so you've been doing cheer for 7 years. Did you have anybody in your family that's also done cheer?
No.
So you're the first?
Yeah.
That's cool. So how did it feel going to nationals as a freshman?
It was really it was nerve-wracking because the whole goal for nationals this year was to redeem the routine that they had last year. So that was stressful, I think, for everybody. But being like new to the team is pretty stressful.
Wow, that's cool. So we are gonna cut for a little commercial break, and we'll be back in a little.
Everybody get up, it's time to slam now. We got the real jam going down. Welcome to the Space Jam. Here's your chance, do your dance at the Space Jam. Alright.
Welcome back to KLHS. Welcome back to KLHS. I'm here with cheerleader Mitchell Rader. So, yeah. Mitchell Rader, what do you like more, game days or competitions?
I think game days are fun. It's fun to watch your team and be able to cheer for them, but I've always loved competing, so that's probably my favorite.
So, what is game day exactly?
So we have a time that we're supposed to be at the school or at a bus if it's an away game, and we're supposed to be in a certain uniform with certain attire, and we have to show up on time, and we go and we just do cheers and root our team.
That's fun. So what's your relationship between your team members and yourself?
It's really good. We're all really, really close, and we tell each other a lot of things that's going on personally or in cheer, and they all especially for an underclassman, I have a lot of people that look out for me, and I see a lot of people in the hallway, and I always talk to people. It's pretty great.
Okay, that's nice. So how, do you think that cheering with those people bonded your relationship rather than the first day of cheering?
Getting to know them?
Yeah.
Yeah, it really did help because I think I went in and I was really, really shy, and I didn't really talk a lot, and I just did what I was told, and I thought it was going to be like that for a long time, but you carry on with the season and you meet a lot more people, and they change your stunt groups around. Some days you'll get a different base, so then you'll get to know that base more as the season goes on, or a different back spot. You get to know, a lot of people.
So what is your position in cheer?
I'm a flyer, so I'm on top.
Oh.
Doing twisty stuff. Yeah.
Do you ever get nervous about that?
Yeah, most definitely. But I do trust people that are under me. If we are trying a new stunt, they always make sure there's people around to catch. So I do trust the people that are under me for sure.
That's cool. So why do you think you got to go to state?
I don't know. I was put on the mat. I worked hard. I would like to say that I worked hard all throughout the season to keep my skills up. So that way I would be able to perform on the mat for state.
That's cool. So do you think all this running around, like you were telling me about waking up at 7, all the early things, like do you think like your family helped you out on that a lot?
Yeah, for sure. My mom would wake up early with me and, you know, make me breakfast so I'd have a good practice, and she'd take me to where we were practicing at, and then she'd pick me up at like 9 o'clock, or like my friends would help too. Like I definitely carpooled with a lot of people. So yeah, everybody was pretty helpful.
Oh, that's cool. So do you think that cheering all together was like a good idea, or if you could go back in time and like go back in time 7 years, would you do anything else?
No, I don't know what else I would do besides cheering.
So what state is nerve-wracking? Never mind. Tell me about morning practices.
They're really, at the beginning, everybody's like tired and they all look like zombies, and you know, your bodies are sore and haven't really warmed up yet, but towards like the middle of it, they get pretty productive, because I think everybody wants to leave as soon as possible to enjoy their summer day.
Yeah, true. So how did you feel practicing during the Royals Parade?
You know, I wanted to go like early as possible so I could get a good seat, but we needed the practice, of course, and it's not like it was like awful. Like we just moved around the schedule a little bit. Like we practiced earlier in the morning and left a little bit later to go to the Royals Parade.
So you told me about being in cheer for 7 years. Is there anybody that like you had next to you the entire way, all the way up to here?
My friend Grace Bueller, she's a freshman on varsity. I started basically with her, and we didn't always cheer on the same team, but we would like go to tumbling together, and now we're doing high school cheer together. So she's been there basically since the beginning. Okay,
so like how do you like fundraise to go to all these like events and stuff?
We have a team mom. I think last year it was Leslie Siegfried who would organize fundraisers for us, and these would basically help us, you know, with money for food for nationals, or like just money in general to go to nationals. So that's what we would do to raise money.
So you told me that your team has won for the past 7 years. How do you think they're going to do in the future?
I think we're going to do great. The coaching style that my coaches have obviously been working for the past 7 years, so I think that's going to carry on.
Okay, and this is a question for like the long run. What college do you think you're going to go to for cheering, if you are gonna?
Wow, it would be a dream to go to like Louisville or University of Kentucky, but it's really hard to make, you know, those type of schools. I would also enjoy going to Lindenwood University. They're in St. Louis, and they just won a national championship. So that would be one of them.
So you told me that you don't plan to pursue this as a career, but if you did, what would be your dream job?
Probably a head coach, for sure, because I've been doing it for so long, and I've watched a lot of teams head coach most likely, because I like to be in charge.
Is there any coach individual that helped you, like, you know, like proceed as a cheerleader?
Yeah, I started with 2 coaches, my coach Aaron and my coach Jesse at club, who have been with me for a long, long time, and then of course Brenda, who has helped me like do more like school cheer. So those are 2 different, but they've definitely been both very helpful.
So cheering, like in all, do you think that it's like a good thing or a bad thing? Because like you were telling me about like waking up at 7 and all that stuff. Do you think it's gonna like help you like proceed in your life?
Yeah, I say it's a good thing. You get taught a lot of lessons there, and you know, waking up early in the morning during the summer was definitely helpful for this school year, of course, because yeah, I'd wake up every morning.
Perfect. That's KLHS. This is Mitchell Rader. 30 seconds ago. Fantastic. So Mitchell, just being a cheerleader, just in general, do you like it?
I love cheering. Yes, I genuinely do enjoy it, and I look forward to every practice I have.
That's super fun. Well, I'm glad that you got the chance to be here on KLHS. I'm Danny Johnston. See you next time, life.
Okay.